What is up, everybody? Skratch coming up with another Raid Shadow Legends video. We got some juicy news from Plarium, and yes, probably you guessed that right. Welcome to Raid Fusion Legends. I know this one didn't end just yet, or at least for me. I haven't completed it. I'm missing 15 fragments, but you know what? I cannot be bothered with another epic champion that I will never ever use, and most probably I'll be pulling from shards from here on constantly. Now we're gonna get a new fusion, guys, and this time around I gotta give it to Plarium. Huge props for it, because this fusion is one of the best fusions we've ever had in the entire game. Okay, I'm not messing around with you guys. This is not a clickbait or anything like that. This fusion champion is about to rock your world. Okay, it's about to change your account completely. Regardless if you just started the game, mid-game, end-game, you're gonna have use for this champion. Arena, Hydra, maybe Clan Boss, Dungeons, Doom Tower, whatever you guys need to do, this champion is gonna be able to do that for you. On top of it, is a Skinwalker, is a legendary Skinwalker champion, and we've been asking for one for such a long time, and we finally received one, guys. So definitely looking forward to it. It's going to be a massive support for your entire team. Probably is going to be the best support for that faction. But you know what? Let's jump into details. On Friday, September the 9th, we're planning to launch a champion fragment event with a new champion, Mighty Uko, faction Skinwalker's legendary support force affinity. Basically, do not open any ancient shards, okay? Save your ancient shards, especially if you're not a spender. Every single fusion has kind of like a paywall. You need to have shards in order to open and get the fragments or whatever you need. This is not going to be any different. It might even be a bit more difficult. Now, they try to kind of like milk our resources for the last few weeks, and I feel like they managed. So definitely save your shards. Just resist, don't open on these 2x, because you're gonna get another million 2x's. If you really want the guaranteed champion, then yeah, go for it, whatever. Basically, let me just bring the champion up, guys. Where is it? Mighty Uko, we have a piggy in here, right? It looks pretty awesome. Unfortunately, I cannot flip it around to see what sort of backpack we have there or whatever he's carrying. But if we're gonna bring the main thing on the screen, and hopefully you guys are ready, because this is gonna be pretty freaking awesome. The A1 attacks all enemies. Unbooked, a 50% chance of placing a decreased attack for 2 turns on all enemies. Hydra, Clan Boss, Waves, Doom Tower, Arena. Everything is actually gonna benefit from the Uko Smash. The A2, this is on a 4-turn cooldown the way it is. Now, if we are actually gonna fully book this, I would assume the skill goes to 100% on a 3-turn cooldown. Attacks all enemies 2 times. Each hit has a 75% chance, fully booked most probably 100, to remove 2 random buffs from the target. Basically, 1 hit, 2 buffs removed, another hit, 2 buffs removed. Basically, you're removing 4 buffs from the enemies. AoE. Almost like a Madame series. Not all buffs, but when you're going in a PvE fight, whatever you're going, Doom Tower, or you're going in Arena, most of the times they don't have more than 4 buffs, okay? Sometimes in Arena, in the very top Platinum Arena, you will find a lot of teams that buff a lot and stuff. But all around, it's gonna do a great job for Arena. On top of it, it's gonna be great for Hydra. Then you have places a block buffs debuff and a 50% decreased accuracy debuff for 2 turns on targets that have no buffs after the attack. Huge, man. Not only for Hydra, just all around for the entire game, okay? In Hydra, just imagine you have the Head of Suffering, buffing. You're gonna strip that ally protection, the reflect damage. Then you're gonna put block buffs on everybody. So Head of Mischief, if he tries to steal your buffs, he's gonna get a bit of an issue there. Because on top of it, you're gonna give a decreased accuracy on all the enemies. So they won't be able to just wreck you. You're gonna need to have slightly lower resistance on your team. This all around is definitely going to be a very powerful skill. Even for Arena, just to deal with Swift Parry if you're in gold, or you're just struggling with some champions like, let's just say, a Leorius the Proud or a Skull Crown, or champions that place unkillable on themselves or they buff too much, this is going to be a very, very good solution. Uko's Mercy on a 6-turn cooldown, by the looks of it, most probably fully booked, is going to go on a 4-turn cooldown. Revives all dead allies with 40% HP, then places a block damage buff on them for 1 turn. It revives your entire team, gives them block damage, 40% HP, and on top of that, it places a 30% increased speed buff on all allies for 2 turns. Will place the increased speed buff even if there are no dead allies. Increased speed, block buffs, decrease accuracy, strip buffs, decrease attack, block damage on your revived allies. What else you want from this champion? Well, let me just bring in the passive. Has a 50% chance of stealing 1 random buff from an enemy each time they receive a buff. Any stolen buffs become protected. RNG fast on top of RNG fast, taking over Arena, taking over Doom Tower waves, taking over Hydra, taking over pretty much anything that buffs. So just picture it in the next way. You are going with this champion in Arena in a Go second team with an ultimate DK, with a Vogot, or with a Seeker, or something like that. Sandless Survivor, just to keep the champion alive. And the opponent is going to start buffing. Arbiter is going to start to put increased attack. This champion has a 50% chance to steal the attack from each one of the enemies. Most probably that's how it's going to work. From each one of the enemies, because that's what it says right here. A Siphi coming in with an Nacret. When Nacret's passive is going to start at the beginning of the fight, well, our buddy, Mighty Uko, is going to have a 50% chance to steal the buffs from the champion that are being placed by Nacret and get them protected. Think about having something crazy like that, you know? Siphi, she's going to start buffing, increase speed, immunity, defense up on the team. He's going to have a 50% chance to steal all those buffs. He or she, I'm not sure what's this champion, but whatever. That's not the point. The passive is gonna be crazy, crazy good. And how I mentioned for Hydra as well, when the Head of Suffering is buffing, that's gonna be very, very helpful. If by any chance the Head of Mischief is gonna get to probably steal some of your buffs, I would assume that this passive might come in play. It might not, but if no one is trying to spread the buffs, this will come in play and this will help you all around. On top of it, guys, we have an increases ally speed in all battles by 20%. Useful everywhere in the game. Even for clan boss, I feel like this champion could be pretty solid. I'm not so sure about the increased speed, if that's going to be on a 4-turn cooldown, how easy it's going to be to play around with it. But having that attack down, having block buffs, is going to be good for clan boss too, especially on a different affinity than Void. I don't want to say how powerful he's actually going to be for Faction Wars, right? He's going to carry your entire team all the way to the boss. Now, hear me out. This is probably one of the best fusions we've ever had in the game. This champion is very unique. It just brings so much in his kit, right? So, in my opinion, this is probably a top 3, a top 5 fusion. Comparing every single fusion that we had in the game, that's where I would place this champion. We had Brogni, we had Tormin, we had Rotos, Mighty Uko. Helicat is a very powerful champion, but mainly you're gonna end up in using that champion in clan boss. It's not gonna bring you so much utility, even though you can use the champion in many other places. I feel like it's just not bringing you that much utility like Mighty Uko would actually bring to your team. I'm not sure if I'm missing any crazy fusions that we had. Sir Nicholas was fairly decent. Really power creep now if you're comparing it with a champion like this. So all around, I'm ready to put my hand in fire. This is a top 5 fusion 100%. And I really suggest you guys don't miss on it. How I mentioned, don't open your ancient shards. Save your shards. Save every single resource you're getting till next week. Because if you want to do the fusion, if you want to get the champion, you're going to need them. As usual, the fusions are not easy. I'm not sure how hard this is going to be. It's just a normal fragment fusion, so it's not like the Brogni one where we gotta get epics and all that sort of stuff. So just by the sound of it, it sounds pretty achievable. We might need to open shards on both of the events, on the Summon Rush and on the Summoning Chase tournament. That's why it's very, very important to be prepared with your resources. I really wouldn't want any of you guys to miss on this champion, okay? Awesome, awesome stuff. Big props to Plarium again for actually giving us a solid champions for the Fusion. Probably that's why they milked all our resources, right? We had so many crazy events. And this weekend as well, we have a guaranteed legendary during a 2x. So they know what they're doing, basically, okay? I'm definitely going to get a champion. The good part about it is that it starts on the 9th, literally the day when I'm getting back from my vacation. Every video that you're going to start seeing from tomorrow, Saturday, guys, is going to be pre-recorded because I'm actually going away tomorrow for almost a week. And hopefully you're going to enjoy the videos. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you guys think of this Fusion champion? Anyone as excited as I am, or is just me going a bit crazy here just because I like the passive and I like everything else in the kit? I'm definitely going to try the champion in Arena. I'm going to bring that RNG fest on top of RNG, and we're going to have fun while we're doing it. I'm 100% sure that I'm going to have fun with this champion. Probably it's not going to be as fun if somebody else uses the champion against you, but hey, we're still gonna try to do it. Just imagine this champion in your arena defense. Like, honestly, I feel like he's gonna fit in Platinum Arena too as a fun troll champion, because he's a massive troll. But that was all for this video, guys. Much love, appreciate all of you guys watching, and I'll catch you all soon in the next video. Peace.